Hi, I'm James and thanks for tuning in to eBuyer. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the WD Black SN850, a blazing fast Gen 4 NVMe drive with speeds up to 7,000 megabytes a second. That's 7 gigabytes a second from one singular SSD. This version though is a little bit special as well because it comes with WD's latest heatsink design. Gen 4 drives have the ability to get that bit more toasty. The heatsink should keep things nice and cool and has a touch of lighting on as well, which is always a bonus. In this video, I'll be unboxing the drive, taking a look at the form factor, the installation, the key features, and testing all of the performance a little bit later, so you guys can evaluate at home whether this could be your next SSD. Let's do this. Going ahead and unboxing the drive, taking it out, it's quite a nice soft touch box actually. You'll see the drive itself, front and center. There's not too much to talk about here when it comes to M.2 SSDs. The heatsink is nicely pre-applied, something you simply won't get if you buy the non-heatsink version and then add one on for yourself. Of course, if your motherboard's got loads of elaborate heat spreaders and heat sinks, you might not need this version, but it's probably better to be safe than sorry. You can see here a touch of lighting as well on the top, which is always good, and the heatsink wraps all the way around with a heat spreader and shielding on the bottom of the drive as well. The WD Black branding's quite cool, and the heatsink actually has kind of a perforated sort of hole design down the side, allowing for heat dissipation. This maximizes the surface area of the metal, giving plenty of room for air to flow through as well. This is passively cooled, not actively cooled, but it doesn't put out that much heat, so in all honesty, this is going to work absolutely fine. The drive sits inside a standard 2280 M.2 form factor, meaning it will fit in the latest devices on the market, from motherboards to laptops to consoles, whatever it might be. I think the branding that WD have gone for is actually really good. It's not too garish or gamery, but looks clean and modern and just a little bit different. I think there's only really one way to evaluate whether this drive is or isn't a good buy though, and that's to install it into a Gen 4 motherboard. We've picked up an MSI B550 option for this test and to run our favourite speed test application. With the WD Black SN850 and its heatsink drive now installed into the system, we can go ahead and test the speed performance. There's a few ways to do this in real terms, but for us, I'm going to stick with the Crystal Disk Mark test. This is a universally recognised benchmark across the industry for testing a wide range of drives. All of our other SSD testing here on the eBuyer channel uses this piece of software. We're going to run the standard 1 gigabyte test, and we're going to run this for all of our different read and write modes. The headline top row numbers are the bit we're interested in, so I'm going to leave this to run through and come back in a moment when we've got some results. So the results are in. We're sitting just under 7,000 megabytes a second on our headline read speed. So that means we're reading at about 7 gigabytes a second. That's over 12 times quicker than the previous fastest SATA drive, so pretty impressive stuff, with our second set of sequential results just over 4 gig. So some really nice consistent results, even in the more trickier tasks. In terms of the write speed, we do drop somewhat from that 7 gigabyte mark. Not that that's being advertised by WD, to be fair. Around about 5.3 gigabytes per second, so still very, very good, would allow you to write an entire 100 gigabyte video file in under 20 seconds, or a 1 terabyte video file in under 200, so just over 3 minutes. That gives you a really good idea of how fast this drive is. With the right data, you could fill the drive in 3 minutes. The whole drive in 3 minutes. That's crazy. We'll give you some really fast Windows boot up speeds, some really fast game boot speeds. All in all, just some great performance with the heatsink helping to moderate temperatures from the Gen 4 standard, which naturally does get that little bit warmer. And with that, that just about wraps it up for our first look, unboxing, and of course speed tests of WD's Black SN850, now available with a snazzy heatsink and an RGB LED. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to get subscribed to the eBuyer channel to see more from us. Check out the range from WD linked in the description below as well. Thanks for tuning in though, and as always, we'll see you soon.